I intend to play The Last Door, just because, you know, the same game again and again. I mean, this channel is kind of about me playing a lot of different games, so probably not going to try to play through all of the episodes, but I didn't finish episode 2 last time, so I feel like I want to get that done. Oh, hey, hey Cloudcraft, and goodbye, since you're about to leave. Alright, so I'm basically at the point where I kind of need to start running around and just using everything on everything, right? I mean, I know there's a door back there, but I haven't found the tool yet that I need to use to cut it. There's some morphine here. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do with that. It doesn't let me, it just lets me look at it. I can't interact with it. Yeah, she's praying. I can't interrupt her. That's just a bed. And I can look out this window where I've already done a thing here to catch a little jewel. And I think this might be everything I can do here. I mean, I can look at this. I think that's all this area is for. Hey there, X Rogan. Right, and a bunch of weird deaths. I'm like pixel hunting now to see. I mean, I feel like I must have missed something. Yeah, and one of my problems is that there's stuff in here that I can interact with potentially, except that the guy who's in there hears me every time I make a move. Unless, I mean, I don't know. Is there a way for me to move quietly? I don't think there is. When I just stand in here, everything's fine. Hey, what? Oh, I can just make little tiny moves? So I don't get distracted. Okay, this is a hand. This is a magnifying glass. So the hand thing is probably more valuable. An old razor blade. Okay, so I can cut something. It's so gross. I can cut something if I need to. Which, I think I do. I think when he's praying, I think that's when I can move. He's like, what? What? What is it? Something there? Praying to do. I probably could move more, but I don't want to start over again. Dear God in heaven, I feel for you. Your light is in my eyes. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I feel myself in you. Your eyes are in my soul. I will burn it for you. Dear God, I feel myself in you. Your sword is in my hands. I will burn them for you. I hate myself in you. Hope. That's a messed up little poem. That's okay. That's just the same thing. Okay, can't pick it up. Think I've seen everything else. Bye. Okay, so I've got the piece I was missing. I need to cut that tapestry, get into the door. With a bloody razor. Why am I doing this? Okay, do I need to attach it to the... Okay, sure. Oh, I'm a little boy. Hello. And finally, our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah Devitt, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We've been looking for you. Well, as I was saying, tonight's the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect that someone outside our group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it, Anthony? My dear friends, it is Professor Glynn. Do you mean Father Ernest? Certainly, no doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I've decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. Have you noticed a lounge behind the small door of the classroom? I have believed convenient to borrow the key for our necessities. You already know, at 12 o'clock you'll find that door opened, and I'll be inside the lounge. That is it, my dearest colleagues. Vedete nequisciat. Oh, that is probably Latin. I thought it was French when I first read that, but that probably is Latin. And that's why when I read it to Tex Rogan before, he was like, you didn't say any French. Yup. Vedete nequisciat. Hey there, brain vomit. I remember in this furniture we used to keep some of our personal belongings, and now it is empty. The walls are in complete disarray. Could probably punch through it if I tried. Okay. Can we punch through it? A dusty mirror. This is the bed where I used to sleep. Let's sleep and have a creepy, creepy nightmare. Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest on a warm spring afternoon. What? When going through a bush, Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture, and Mrs. Snake, who were having a heated argument. Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, "Dearest, why are you arguing this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon?" Something terrible is going to happen to this rabbit. Mr. Wolf answered politely, "What we are trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up." Mr. Rabbit, really scared, said, "But I do not want to be eaten. I want to live." Is that anything? There's nothing. Okay. To which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, "That is impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later. Don't you think so?" This is kind of like the same layout as the church, but not quite. Or the school, whatever it was. Mr. Vulture added, "Mrs. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It is getting late, and as you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest as the one to eat you?" What is that? After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, "I got it. Why not to organize a race? The first who arrives to the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid any obstacle. And I'm sure that Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. What do you think?" Who are these people? The three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started the race and they quickly disappeared. And he murdered them all. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speed in the opposite direction of the predators, who, eager to prove their worth, didn't realize the trick. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there, and he finally felt safe, happy and proud at his cunning. But suddenly there was a loud bang! The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. The end. Oh, frickin' rabbits! Okay. What? What are we doing now? It's something I kept to myself for a long time. Oh, this is Baldwin, huh? The thing that is that I love you. I've always loved you. Since the first time I saw you. Since the first time I felt your frozen hands. Each time I move away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. This is... Stop it. I miss your rough hair, your greyish skin, your stench. But our love just cannot be. It is an impossible love. The end. No, not again. How long have I been sleeping? What was that all about? In the nightmare, I found a place in my memories. Yeah, that's right. So it's a place that my friend was telling us about. A trap door in the floor. And I remember, I think there was like there was a rug that I couldn't interact with. I kept clicking on it because I was like, this seems like an interactive thing. Check out the music though, by the way. Going through the same place, but it feels way different. Alright, this is where the rabbits are, right here. And then... I was brought to this spot in my disturbing nightmare. It's the trap door! Let's go inside. There's a horrible stench. Something down there. Did you see? Did you see it was there? Just in front of me. Just in front of me. That thing. It was screaming. Who are these people? He is dead. His face is contorted in an expression of abject horror. The decayed corpse of a young woman. It seems as if she's been devoured by an animal. So, are they filling those graves with nothing? And this is where all the insane asylum, people are going? Or the whatever? The hospital inmates, I guess you might call them. The stretchers used to carry the corpses here. Who's behind all this? Must have been dead at least a week, still bearing an expression of horror. Ugh. Listen to those flies. Punctual as always, Devitt. Now all that remains is to introduce our guest. You may come in, Professor. Father Ernest? Do not worry, my friend. I invited him to join us this evening. The Professor genuinely shares our curiosity, and who better to complete our group than one of the most renowned theologists? Moreover, we mustn't ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. The moment we have long awaited has now arrived. Please, all of you, take a seat and we shall begin the procedure. Soon shall the door be opened, and then may we finally see what lies beyond. Now I ask that you close your eyes. You will feel a momentary prick as I inject you with the serum. I think this guy's a momentary prick. Oh, hello. Oh, Father Ernest. Even after all these years, I have not forgotten your voice. You are the fourth witness. I remember now what happened. What is that we saw? The eye of the bird, Madame Insay. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. It was our curiosity that damned us. We opened that which should not be opened. In doing so, we shorn the veil that separated our world from his. In seeking vision, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. It remembers us, it looks for us, it calls us from its dark nest, from its abominable lair. All these years I've attempted to return to it, but have no strength left. These poor wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight to return. Not one of them has, only us, the four witnesses. Who are the other two? Where are they? They disappeared as you did. I haven't heard from any of you, but I was seized by curiosity. It absconded with my faith and deprived me of sanity. Oh Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. Nothing remains. All that is left is surrender. Surrender to him. Gravely we've sinned, and now our only absolution is to burn in the flames. Crash. Malum. In. Say. Evil in itself. Gross. Am I in a coffin now? I think I'm in a coffin. Is that the sound of dirt being shoveled over me? Yeah. The adventure continues in episode 3. Oh, wow. Hey, the number of backers is going up over time. Well, so that was the end of episode 2. The last door.